Welcome to SST College. This is SST Edupedia. Myself, Assistant Professor Sunil Shah. Today, I will be covering up the topic called types of partner, which covers up under Indian Partnership Act in the subject called Business Law, which is there in the SYBF SEM 3 and SY becomes SEM 4 of Mumbai University syllabus. What do you mean by the term partnership? A partnership is when two or more peoples or persons work together and share in the profit from the business or profession is termed as partnership. However, one must always assume that all the partners no need of taking part in day-to-day functions, no need of sharing the profit and losses. There are some partners, the criteria are different. Today in this particular video I would be explaining you different types of partners as per Indian Partnership Act 1932. The points which would be covering up is called the capital contribution, sharing of profit and losses, the liability part of the partners, as well as whether they will take part in day-to-day functions of the partnership firm. What does Section 4 of Indian Partnership Act says that? Section 4 says that is a relationship between two persons who mutually agreed. The term mutually, that is that the one partner would be doing such an act and would be binding the other partner by his act. That is the correct meaning of the term mutually agreement between the partner. Agreed to share the profit and losses in the business. Now, the business means any trade or a profession. Coming into directly the types of partners, according to the Indian Partnership Act, the partners have been classified into seven categories. One is active partners, sleeping partner, nominal partners, secret partner, partners in profit only, partners by estoppel, partners by holding out, and the minor partner. Giving you in brief the correct and the valid explanation of the term active partner. What do you mean by active partner? The term active means the partners are alert. That means they agree to manage the day-to-day functions of the partnership firm. They agree to bring the capital for the smooth running of the partnership firm. They also agree to share the profit and losses. Since they bring the capital, that means they are also eligible for sharing the profit. If they are eligible for sharing of the profit, they are also eligible for sharing of the losses. The liability is unlimited. As you are aware, the Indian Partnership Act, the statement says that the liability is unlimited under Indian Partnership Act, whereas in case of LLP, the liability of the partner is limited. Whereas in case of the partners under Indian Partnership Act, the liability is unlimited. If all these four above parameters are been fulfilled, or if all the qualities are been fulfilled by the partners, then he will be denoted as active partners. The next opposite of active partner is sleeping or the dormant partners. What do you mean by the meaning of sleeping partner or dormant partner? The sleeping partner does not participate in day-to-day functions of the partnership firm. They do not participate in the management of the firm. They also since it is a sleeping partner, they will bring the capital in the firm. Since they bring the capital in the firm, they will be also sharing the profit and losses. The liability, as usual, would be unlimited. If one of the partner fulfills above qualification, then he will be denoted as a sleeping or a dormant partner. The next one is nominal partner. The correct explanation of nominal partner means he is the person, he gives only his name for the firm. Because of his reputation in the market, he would be giving the name to the firm as and when there is a request by the other partners of the other firm. Since he gives this name to the firm, he will not manage into day-to-day functions. He will not share the contribution of the capital to the firm. He will not take part into the management of the firm, as well as does not take part in day-to-day function. Not sharing the profit and losses also, since he is giving only the name. But since his name is associated, the liability would be unlimited. He can sometimes charge the nominal fees for giving his name, somewhat like goodwill. The next is partners by holding out. He the meaning of what I mean by partners by holding out, he allows his name to be used in the partners. If you see the last slide which I said, he gives his name. Here he says he allows his name to be used in the partnership. He is not actual partner, since he does not share the contribution. He doesn't manage into day-to-day functions of the partnership firm. He will not bring the capital, he will not share the profit and losses also, but and the liability is unlimited. If the firm becomes insolvent, if the firm becomes insolvent or if the firm becomes bankrupt, then he would be liable to the creditors. Since he is a partner by holding out, since he is allowing his name to be used in the partnership firm, since he is allowing his name, but if you want to withdraw his name, the procedure is somewhat different. Some little more legal explanation is that he has to give the public notice. 21 days time period has to be given to that particular registered office area. He has to give the public notice in the two newspaper, whether it is a English daily or any other daily which has been circulated in that particular region where that particular office has been located. If you want to withdraw his concern, if you want to withdraw his name, if he want to if he wants that his the creditor should not catch him, so a public notice has to be given, and he also has to inform to ROF, that is called Register of Firms. The next is partners by estoppel. The partners by estoppel, the meaning is that by his conduct, by his behavior, by his accent, he makes the third party feels like that he is a partner. Suppose I'm giving an example. If I'm running one more classes, and if my friends are running some classes, and if he wants to take a loan from one of the bank, and if the bank manager doesn't give him loan, and if I am a friend of that particular owner of the classes, if I join with him and if I go to the bank and seeing that I'm sitting with that particular friends, I'm saying to the bank manager, please provide to this classes the loan. Because of my name, because of my reputation, the bank manager sanctions the loan. But I am not informing to the bank manager that I am not the partner, but by my conduct, by my expression, by my behavior, the third party, the bank manager feels like I am the partner of the firm. In such cases, his liability is unlimited. The other criteria is that he will not manage into day-to-day day-to-day activities of the firm. He will not participate into the management of the firm. He will not bring the capital for the firm, and he will not share the profit and loss. But by his conduct, he is making the other people, the third party, aware that he is a partner. In such cases, the third party has to check the credential of the partner, whether that particular partner is a real partner or he is partners by estoppel. So in such cases, his liability would be unlimited. The next is the minor partner. According to Indian Contract Act, minor cannot enter into contract because he is immature, he is minor, he is not completed the age of 18. So as a person who is not completed 18 years of the age, he won't be entered into contract. But according to Indian Partnership Act, he can be a minor partner. A minor cannot be a partner of the firm according to Indian Contract Act 1872. What about his rights? He can inspect to the book of accounts. The liability is limited to the extent of capital contribution if he brings to the firm. A minor can be admitted to the benefits of the partnership firm if all the partners who are there, he gives the consent. Consent should not be in oral form, it should be in written form, that they are allowing the minor to be admitted for the benefits of the firm. So in such cases, the minor can be admitted. The active management is not allowed for the minor partner because as the name says that he is a minor, he is immature, he cannot understand the terms and conditions of the contract. According to the Contract Act, he is not eligible to sign any of the documents. So he cannot take part in active management of the firm. After majority, if he completes 18 years, since if a minor is admitted at age of 16 or 17, and if he completes 18 years of the age, he can send a notice in written form to both ROF as well as to the other partners his intention to become a partner, and the notice has to be given within 6 months to elect as a partner. The last point is the last type of classification under the types of partner is secret partners. Secret partners are those partners if one of the person's name is not good in the market, but he wants to join the partnership firm. In such cases, he can be admitted into the partnership firm, but he would be remaining secret. He would be behind the back of the office of any of the firm because his name is not good, and because of his name is not good, there would be a harming to the reputation of the firm. So in such cases, if you want to participate into the suppose in such cases, if you want to take part in the admitted into the partnership, the partners we may allow, but his name won't be, his name would not be disclosed. His name would be kept secret, identity is kept hidden, because reputation in the general public is not may or is not good. He takes part in day-to-day activities, but he would be working back on the office. He won't be coming into any of the press conferences. He won't be he won't be in the limelight of any of the functions of the parties. He will take active participation in the management of the firm, but as I said you, it would be on the backs office. He would be working secretly. He will bring share capital for the firm. Since he's bringing the share capital, he will also share the profit. Since he would be sharing the profit, he would be also sharing the losses if it is there in the firm. The liability would be also unlimited. So this is in short about the types of partner. I hope you understood the exact meaning of the types of partner. In short, I tried to explain you. Under Indian Partnership Act, there are 7 types of partner which are been classified. Thank you. Please subscribe this particular college SST Edupedia channel and share my videos to other friends and everyone. Thank you.